Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me and thank you chat monitors for your help. I appreciate it. If you like the channel, please subscribe and also don't forget to tap on the bell, the notification bell. And also please consider giving me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. Okay, I feel a lot better today. All right. I uh, I was watching Mado last night, and the gentleman who wrote the book, Holding the Line or Hold the Line, something like that. I have yet to. I'm going to buy it. His name is Berman. He was the AG at SDNY. Uh, as I was watching this guy, he is out, first of all, to let everyone know what Barr has been up to while he was AG. Number two, I mean, these people, they are very straightforward. They believe in the Constitution, and they will not stand up for anyone who abuses their power, who wants to behave in a corrupt manner like Barr was doing, and they want to do the right thing. Hi, Ron. I feel like saying this guy, Berman, a little bit of revenge. He's out for a little bit of revenge because he doesn't like the way Barr treated him and Trump. But my biggest, what I am getting from him, because he's so angry at what Barr was doing, if he can provide enough information, he will send Barr to jail. And let me say this. Patricia Everson says Berman certainly shows what what a crook Barr is. Yeah. You know, it feels like to me there are other things that he's aware of. From watching the Mado show last night, he can't divulge yet. But it feels like to me if they were to call him, which I feel they will, DOJ will, and other department committees in the Senate and in the House will call him. This guy is going to testify. If I were Barr, I'd start shopping for a lawyer, a criminal attorney, because that gentleman, Berman, it feels like to me can corroborate. And there is paper trail as well about what took place behind the scenes that we did not know about, how Trump and his enabler Barr were using DOJ to keep Trump in power and also to punish Trump's enemies. I mean, they basically indicted two people and they abused Cohen's civil rights, among other rights. I don't know exactly what they were, that all are. Sandra Peterson says Dick Durbin sent a letter to Mary Garland. Oh, okay. And to open up an investigation on Barr and others. Okay, I didn't know that, but I feel Barr will be investigated, and like I just said a little while ago, he needs a good lawyer because I feel, like I said before, there is a lot that happened behind the scenes we haven't heard about yet, and this isn't one of them. Barr came right up to the line with Trump and then backed off, because I was wondering why he did not cross the election denying, or, well, he did investigate. He didn't find anything. He simply was not willing to embark into lying, and it's not because he had any problem with lying. Intuitively, I feel like saying the reason why Barr did not stay with Trump is because he knew going to court, everything is based on evidence, regardless of what you do. So he knew the shenanigan Trump was trying to pull will end up in court somehow. That's why he didn't cross that line. But he did not expect Berman to come out and write a book and basically has a vendetta against him, because Berman is pretty angry. What it feels like to me when I was listening to him last night, and I do remember this, but I forgot about it. Of course, there are so many things that happened while Trump was in office. It's not funny. I feel like saying the way they fired him, I still remember till this day that weekend when Barr basically said, Berman is out. And Berman came out and said, no, I'm not out. I'm still here. He is pretty angry about that. He didn't let anything out last night as if he's going to try to nail Barr. But this guy is not only going to nail Barr. Everyone who was around or who participated and using DOJ as their private law firm and Trump's private law firm, he's going to make sure he does away with all of them. That's what I was getting when I was watching this guy talk to Mado last night. And this morning again, there is someone else, I don't remember who, that maybe it's somebody that's to come that's going to write another book as well, that's not going to be favorable to anyone around Trump. And you know something, guys, I feel I don't know how this is going to happen yet, but Trump Jr. and Eric are going to be implicated in some of those, or at least they're going to find more evidence of those two guys participating in the shenanigans that their father was involved in. That's my prediction. And I felt they were going to have major legal issues, but I felt sometimes they could wiggle their way out and not go to jail. But according to some of the evidences that DOJ is going to uncover, they sent out more than 40 subpoenas last night. They seized people's cell phones. This does not bode well for people and the Trump family. And let me say this. There are a couple of people around Trump. I forget their name right now. One is Caputo. The other one is the one that went into, he is on MSNBC at 6 o'clock. Oh my God, after the deadline White House. Let me see if I can see his name. He was on that show admitting, Ari Melba, thank you very much, Vicky. The guy I'm talking about was an Ari Melba show and he was saying that the Constitution allow for a different slate of electors, and he was explaining how he was part of the group that was creating or who created this new slate of electors. That guy is going to go to jail. There are a couple of other people, tight Trump people, sycophants, if you will, that are going to go to jail. Guys, those of you who have been with me for a long time, I told you Trump was going to take a whole bunch of people to jail with him. I am shocked. Okay, as I'm saying this, the feeling I'm getting, when you said, how they say it, when you're boiling water, slowly, the frog, you boil a frog or something like that, you don't realize how hot the water is getting until you boil to death or something to that effect. You guys know what I'm talking about. I can't think of it right now. It feels like to me, all those people around Trump, that's what was happening to them. They were getting deeper and deeper into legal trouble, and they convinced themselves that, they're in power. Trump is going to remain in power. There is no way he's going to leave the White House. His shenanigans are going to work. What a mistake. Guys, a lot of people are terrified behind the scenes. And let me tell you one more prediction. They are all going to talk. Do you guys remember a while back I said people were going to testify against Trump? That was a while back. Okay, I'm trying to find the right way to put this. There is going to be so much information DOJ is going to receive or get so much information from those people, that slew of people that are going to come in order to prevent themselves from landing up in jail and ruin their lives. They're going to get so much information from these people. It may take a while to get to the bottom of everything that Trump did. We're going to find out about things from these people that we don't know about yet, or only a limited, okay. Let's say for some reason, your I don't know how to explain this. You see the effect of something that happened, but you don't know what's causing what's causing whatever it is from happening. You're trying to explain it until somebody says, "Oh, you heard, dum-dum, it's over there. This is what's causing it." That's what's going to happen when DOJ begin to scratch the surface from talking to these people, what's been going on behind the scenes. They're going to find out things that were happening, no one understood why. Yes, they were watching, trying to figure it out. They're going to find out it's Trump and his enablers behind the scenes, some of the things that they were doing that were causing those things. This is going to get very bad for Trump and his family. And do you guys remember I was saying to you, I've repeated it a couple of times, maybe this month or the past couple of months, that Trump and his family, including Kushner, they used to have meetings on how they're going to do uh, a hostile takeover of our government. Because, if you are not very smart, you don't take the time to understand the different layers that exist in our government and the people that are in place. Those people, you see, the Trumps think everyone else is like them. The selfish, self-centered, and everything is about money. So they think they can corrupt everyone. Everyone else is the same, and if they offer you a couple of dollars, you're gonna go away, or you're gonna do their biddings for them. And they did not realize, okay, and it feels like to me still till this day, what is coming at them. So if you look at the American government, you're going to think, oh boy, these people are naive. We are smart. We know, we've been in business. We know how to fool people. These people are, we can fool them, no problem. Yeah. Good luck with that. They are going to find out. And that's what they're finding out right now. That's why they made such big mistakes. They thought those people were naive. They could con them. They can do everything they wanted, placing people all over the government. And Trump was far ahead of what I thought. I've explained to you guys in the past how I thought what he was doing to take over our government, including the military. But I didn't know he placed that many, or he had that many people in place already. What scared me the most, I'm sure some of you who have been with me for a long time and who were with me when he started placing people at the Pentagon. To me, that was the scariest time. But I didn't think about the judges and how many people he placed at DOJ. And it all stems from, you not knowing how those places work and how many people he can place in different departments. But the point I'm trying to make is intuitively, I feel Trump was much more ahead than what I was getting. I knew it was bad, but I was hoping it wasn't as bad as I was getting. It was bad. And their ignorance and stupidity is what's going to cause their downfall, Trump and his kids. I did not, like I said, they used to have meetings every night on how to go about doing a hostile takeover because they thought the stupid they don't understand. They can trick anybody. They're good at it. They're pretty good tricksters. And also they have people in the House that are as dumb, like the Bobert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jim Jordan, among others, who are stupid enough to think we are dumb and other people in government are dumb, they're going to get away with anything. Like that guy, that Republican guy who said, how stupid, okay, who said the insurrectionists were a bunch of tourists who went to visit the Capitol. That's how these people think. They think we are stupid, and that's what's going to nail a lot of them. And I told you guys, Nunes and company, I told you that a long time ago, they're going to be able to make the connection by using those phones that DOJ seized from oh God. When Nunes heard about that, he had diarrhea. When Nunes heard they confiscated the funds of these people, he had a tummy ache. And also, he knew what was coming. And this thing dropped like a bomb among the people who were helping Trump, because those funds are going to implicate a lot more people than we think. So let me tell you guys, after I heard those 40 plus subpoenas and all those funds that are going to be seized, forget it. This is going to be the number of people that are going to go to jail is going to be tremendous. And they're not going to be able to, unless they make a deal at the front end with DOJ to spare them spending time in jail. I don't see how they're going to get themselves out of trouble. And it's not 2 or 3 people. It's a whole slew of them. But all of it is because they misunderstood our form of government. A bunch of Americans, by the way. I can't believe this. And the other thing is, Trump continued thinking the same stupid way because Garland was slow to go after him. He's used to bullying people and do outrageous things to scare people. I've said that a couple of times. His behavior, he thinks he can scare Garland. And now he's beginning to find out. And after yesterday, if you see them on Twitter and also on Fox News, they're saying the FBI is out of control. This is the Gestapo, and they are going to people's homes. They haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, that they think they can blunt, do something to stop the investigations. And let me tell you something else, guys. I feel like saying there are information that are yet to be released, because those things are going to be done. So whenever they come out and tell a lie, like the FBI is out of control and blah blah blah, they're going to drop something, and it's not something they can prove. They will say this is what Trump and his enablers did. And anyone who was thinking about, maybe the FBI is out of control, why are they, they're going to stop. So they're going to do that after a while. There is a psychological component to what's going on. They understand. That's what I feel when I focus on the FBI and DOJ. They know there is a psychological component. They have to stop it. And then once you reach a certain point, people are not going to doubt you anymore, because you've shown what Trump and his gang were up to. There's going to be a point where people are not going to question you anymore, and you're going to be, you're going to be able to do your work. You say this is what he did. No one, or when, you have to go over somebody's house and execute a search warrant. All those people who are running around calling FBI Gestapo and stuff like that, they won't do it, because they know if they do it, something else is going to drop to show them they're liars. So, from what I understand, there's a woman who went on. I didn't see the clip. I saw a picture of her, and I read. She's from New Jersey. She posted something on Facebook. but I don't think that's why. She says she's being falsely accused of being in D.C. on January 6th. She said she wasn't. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, she went on that guy on Fox News, not Hannity, the other one, to complain that the FBI knocked on her door at 6 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning and stuff. You know, she wasn't there. They are falsely accusing her of something. All those people, evidence about why the FBI knocked on their doors would just drop. Who stopped them? Trump and those people, and you know, as I'm saying this, Fox News and other people who are taking part in accusing the FBI of doing the wrong thing, they may find themselves at the wrong end of our laws. I don't know how it's going to work, but don't be surprised to find out if the FBI is not keeping track on some of those propagandas that Fox News and other people have, false information. Well, propaganda is false. I'm sorry. What they are spreading. Okay, there is a lot going on behind the scenes that we are not aware of. But after watching Berman, to circle back to how I started this conversation, what Berman is out to do, Trump's stupidity and his family and those around him, their stupidity, their ignorance, okay, thinking because they see the water, at the surface it looks calm, not realizing underneath that water there is a raging current that will drown them. So they jump in and think that, until they find otherwise. And that's what's going to cause a lot of people to go to jail and a lot of headaches for a lot of people. And yes, it doesn't matter, my prediction, how Republicans are reacting or what they think they're going to do. There is no stopping what's going on. And it feels like, to me, Democrats are doing the best they can basically to call Republicans out for who they are and what they are, and it will work with the voters. That's my prediction. So Trump and company, his crew of mobsters, they are in for a rude awakening, because I feel like saying this thing is going to, this thing is not going to finish within the next 2 years. It's going to take a very long time to get to the bottom of this, and this investigation is not going to be over during the Biden administration. This thing is going to take at least another 1 or 2 more administration to wind down. Yeah, and even they're going to set an example on Barr, so that the next AG won't stick his neck out, just like Barr did. Yeah. Garland is going to make sure of that. He's going to make sure people, when you work on government at a certain level, you pay attention, not to stick your neck out. This corruption stuff will not be tolerated, and that's what Trump is about to find out. When will Putin fly out of the window? Joel Tilton. I would be surprised. All I can tell you guys about that, is I would be surprised if he doesn't. I don't see him. Well, it may be, but I would be surprised if he's not out. I said that before. Oh yeah, when I was when I during our psychic violator and I collaboration, I said by the end of this year, and there is some kind of grand poobah when it comes to international relations and an expert. Okay, he said within the next year. I don't feel it's going to take the whole, another year. I feel Putin right now is trying to figure out how to escape what's coming. This guy is, he knows he can't get out of the situation that he finds himself in right now. He did not expect this at all when he invaded Ukraine. So, and let me tell you something else, guys. The way I am getting the people who want Putin out, they've already made up their minds that Putin has to go. People who are going out, from what I understand, there are 38 of them already who started. Those are, like I said, I think I said a while back, those are the type of people who decided to just go out there and put themselves out there. But there are a lot more. And they won't back off. Absolutely not. So I would be surprised. Like I said, I can confuse time, but I would be surprised if Putin is not out by the end of the year. That's the way I'm getting this, because this thing is going to evolve rapidly. Somebody is asking me if I saw Biden's speech yesterday. Unfortunately, no. I know of one speech he gave about cancer. That's the only one I know. I didn't see it. I mean, I saw the beginning of it, but I was napping. I didn't feel well yesterday. I was napping. So Dan is asking, what was Trump's golf course powwow about? Was the FBI eavesdropping? FBI is always eavesdropping on Trump. And also, somebody posted it as well on Twitter. Trump is trying to stay, thinking that he can have meetings with people and the authorities won't be able to record him. He knows he's in a lot of trouble. So there are some people, if he talks to, he's going to make it as difficult as he possibly can for the FBI and other intelligence agencies from recording him. That's what he's doing. But I don't feel he can succeed. Trump has such a bad reputation. He has created, because of his behavior, such ill will. No matter what he does, and everyone he comes into contact with are automatically subject to scrutiny. So the people who met with him yesterday and anyone in the future, unless you are a lawyer, he wants to hire you, good luck. You got yourself, the FBI or the authorities will open a file on you, because everyone right now, the most important thing, national security. And right now, it may not be such a big deal, but it will be. That's what I feel. Francine Janine says suicide for Putin. I don't know, to be honest with you, because I don't want to bore people. Like I have explained before, I saw Putin in the court of the Kremlin court. Not when I say court, I mean backyard. Okay, with a bunch of guys around him, and it felt like they were going to execute him or do something with him. So that can be a metaphor for him jumping out of a window, since that's one of the ways he loves to do away with his opponents or anyone who rubs him the wrong way, or they're going to execute him. All I know is Trump too, both of them are in deep trouble. And there is no way neither one of those guys are going to get away, but Putin's end is not going to be pretty. And it's not going to be, I guess, it's better than going to jail for the rest of your life when you have to, or even at 74, they give you 5 years in jail. That's a big deal. So either way, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. That's how I feel. But yeah, Putin is done. Joel Tilton says, I'm surprised that Putin hasn't put a hit on 45 to keep his mouth shut. Because he's busy with Ukraine, and to do something like that on American soil can cause a lot of headache for him. He already is in big trouble with Biden. He doesn't want to add any more to it. He didn't think he was going to lose or how badly his military was going to do in Ukraine. Oh boy, these days, let me tell you, Biden did a pretty good job on him. Okay. Cheryl, aka Chaista, is asking, Milu, will the American taxpayer be stuck paying half of Special Master? I don't think so. I don't feel Garland is going to pay half of anything for Trump. This guy does not like Trump at all. He's not going to give Trump a break. And it's because he feels Trump is arrogant, and it gets on his nerve. That's the problem. Marianne S. It's possibly true. I don't know. Marianne S. says Marianne. Oh, Trump can only. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to Francine Janine. I don't know, but you said Trump can only leave part-time at A Lago. That is why he goes to Bedminster Golf Course in New Jersey. You know where Trump lives at? A Lago? There is no one there, or very few people in that area. They're all pretty wealthy, beyond my imagination. When summer comes, they all fly away. Like in the next couple of months, when you drive over there, it's going to be crowded. But once March, April comes around, it's empty. Nobody there. All the big homes, they're all locked up, and they have those hurricane shutters, everything up. Yeah, nobody there except for the people, the workers who take care of the place, or if they are renovating the place. So you're probably right. I don't know why, but all I know that area, when it comes to March, April, they all fly away. Okay. All right. I'm going to answer one more question. Mimi Z914 says, question, why did Camilla look so rattled and scared at the Scottish Parliament session yesterday? I didn't see it, but it feels like I saw a little better. I mean, there is so much of that stuff on TV. I love the Queen, for 96, and I'm so impressed I mean, a day and a half or 2 days before you leave this earth, you're working at 96 years old. So I'm very impressed with her. So I love her, but I think it's too much, you know. But I think Camilla is tired. I don't, in fact, I was thinking about that this morning. I don't know how to do it. It's going to be the next, at least another 5 days of every day from morning till night. It's intense. So I don't think she was scared. I think she's just tired and trying to stay awake, trying to stay alert. That's the way I was getting her. And even like a little while ago before I came on, her and the king were supposed to go somewhere. I don't know where, I believe they were going to go to Britain, to England. I don't know. You know, guys would know what I mean. But there was a jet, they were standing next to a jet for them to board, and Charles was talking to a couple. And it feels like to me, I could tell she was tired. She just went inside the plane. It wasn't because she was rude. It seems like to me she's, at that age, I don't know how old she is, but she's at least in her late 60s at least. May have back problems and walking and all that stuff. Takes a toll after a while. So I think that's what it is. I don't feel it was fear. She's used to the royals and everyone around. So, yeah. Okay. All right, friends. Thank you very much for spending time with me. Dan is saying, news, the road around Moscow has been closed by their National Guard. Really? Oh boy. That doesn't sound good, artists. I got to look into it after I'm done here. All right, friends. Thank you very much for spending time with me. I appreciate it. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilu.com, or you can give me a call on my YouTube number or send me an email at psychicmilu@aol.com. We can negotiate a time that works for both of us to talk. Please subscribe if you like the channel, and also tap on the notification bell, don't forget. And also I have a membership program. I would love to have you join. We meet every other Saturday, and I do the best I can. If I feel I have to go over some stuff, I schedule and let all the members know that we are meeting. Or you can watch the videos as well, not a problem. And please give me a thumbs up. That would help me as well. Thank you, everyone, for your support. I will see you all tomorrow, unless something major happens later, because believe me, we are back to the same place we were a couple of years ago. Something major can drop any day now. So if that happens later, I'll come back on. So otherwise, I'll see you all tomorrow. Till then, bye.